This is team meeting night, Wednesday, July 8th, 2020. The final team meeting before the SC2 push, and we are going to war, baby. We are going to war where districts beat divisions. It is going to be an absolute epic journey during the next couple of weeks, and I'm excited to go on it with all of you. I want to start off by just letting you know these are some of the numbers. If you're excited about it, if you're interested, this is what we're going for as far as district team, as far as vet office, looking to break the all-time record, which is exciting. I'll come back to this slide in just a moment. I talked about David Goggins and the 40% rule with the Alliance yesterday during our planning session, and I had a few of you really enjoy this concept. So one of the things I didn't talk about David Goggins, if you don't know that name, I would write it down. You could YouTube him. One of the things that I didn't talk about is the owner of the Atlanta Hawks. His name is Jesse Itzler. I recommend you writing that name down. Jesse Itzler is he's the owner of the Atlanta Hawks. He's a multi-billionaire, very successful dude. And he actually was at a marathon with David Goggins running around the track for a full 24 hours, where most teams had like teams of 4 or 6 or 8, and Goggins was doing it by himself. And that's where Jesse Itzler said, this guy is nuts. And he hired him to live with him for a month, 31 days to live with this guy, to teach him how to think like an insane person, essentially. I wanted to show this video to you. It's a quick one, but I wanted to play this video. This is Jesse Itzler and David Goggins. Just kind of quick Business Insider video, but check this out. I'll make it a little slower, but a little fast at the same time.
Taps you on the shoulder and says you're done, you're really only 40% done.
So David Goggins is a Navy SEAL, went through SEAL training, and Jesse Itzler, his wife, by the way, she's the owner of Spanx. I don't know if you know who she is, but Sarah Blakely. She went to Clearwater High School, fun fact. But I saw these individuals speak at once. It's pretty incredible.
So many of us are on cruise control, myself included, and we get into our daily routine. And routines are unbelievable, but routines can also be a rut.
What's the point of living? You know, a lot of us go through our daily routine, kiss the wife, kiss the husband, whatever you're doing, and that's our life. You know, I believe everybody's put on this earth for a journey, and everybody's journey is different. But most people don't, take their journey. They try and take an easier path. So that's what it's all about. You gotta accept your journey. And a lot of times your journey sucks, but that's what you gotta do.
Only if you really challenge yourself and push yourself and get out of your routine, your comfort zone, can you get better. Like, you can't improve when you're on autopilot. So you have to set goals, and you have to set challenges that you don't necessarily think you can do, or are gonna push yourself way further than you think you can to improve. So you gotta get out of the complacency of the routine.
Well, the whole thing about comfort zones is if you live in one for too long, that becomes your norm. It never allows you to gain experience, gain knowledge, gain any kind of mental toughness.
Well, I learned that we all have a reserve tank, that we're all capable of doing so much more than we think we can. And only by really tapping into that reserve tank, whether it's in business, whether it's in physically, you want to get more fit, only when you really push yourself and push your limits can you find out what you're really made of and what's in your reserve tank. And I mean, he taught me that every single day, and it just led to me getting better in the various buckets in my life as I tapped into that reserve tank.
Yeah, I think I said don't be a
we call it the 40% rule. That's something that David kind of told me and shared with me, and I bought into it, but it's proved effective, not just in working out, but even in business or my family life. It's like when I'm frustrated, when I'm done, when I hit a roadblock, when things get complicated, you have so much more in you.
The 40% rule. And by the way, you can hit me up in the chat box. You can post your light bulbs in WhatsApp as you're hearing some things. But that 40% concept that, if things get tough, your body, your mind essentially convinces the body that you're done, because your mind is a mechanism to protect you. So it sends a signal to your body. Your mind says you're done. If you're getting chased by a saber-toothed tiger, you're in danger. Flight, fight, or freeze, right? Like, the mind controls the body, but when that mechanism is triggered, it's only 40%. You actually have 60% more beyond that threshold of when the alarm goes off. I sent an audio to our alliance for them to listen to. It was a podcast I was listening to this morning with Ed Milet and John Assaraf. If you want it, any alliance member has it. And he talks about like if all fear, or that 40%, as soon if you're driving your car and a signal shows up, like the check engine light goes on, that doesn't mean you jump out of the car and say, oh shit, the car's gonna blow up. No. It's just a signal. It's just letting you know, like, hey, you might want to get it checked out. That's all pain is. Pain is just, like, that's all discomfort is. It's just a signal that, hey, you want to be aware. You want to be aware right now. Doesn't mean retreat. Doesn't mean get out of the car. Doesn't mean the car's broke. It's just a signal. And that's essentially what we're trying to help you do during this push, is to expand your capacity, expand your comfort zone, expand who you are through intentional growth. And this is just such a fun time to be in our Game Changers organization. It's a fun time to be in our company. So I just want to say we're looking to push during this time frame for July 13th to the 31st, where our district can start beating divisions. That is going to be freaking exciting. So here's what we did. We put all of you on a spreadsheet. Every single one of you are on a spreadsheet. Every one of the alliance members gave us a goal, and the non-alliance members gave us a projection. We went ahead and put all these numbers together. Anybody have an idea? You could unmute yourself. Anybody have an idea of what those numbers add up to be? You know, understand that the record, just so you know, just to pull it back up, you can hit me up in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself. The record is $530,000 as a district team. That's the record all time for over 10 years, 11 years this record has been sitting. And we put projections together to see what we could do if everyone hit their goal and everyone hit their projection. How close do you think it would be to that 530 number? Anybody have an idea? What do you think? Bryce from St. Pete says 700,000. Who else? Give me some numbers. What do you think everyone's goal, everyone's projection, everything adds up to be from every game changer, from St. Pete, Ocala, Spring Hill, and Tampa? Nikki says 630,000.
I'm going to say 800,000, Mike. 800,000.
Nick Hernandez says 800,000.
900,000.
900,000. Rochelle says 900,000 too. Maria says 800,000.
I'm hitting that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're also adding more people to our teams. We have another training class tomorrow. We actually have 3 more training classes. 3 more training classes. They're not even on this spreadsheet. They're not even on this spreadsheet. I didn't even include them. They're not even on here. Ready? $1.133 million. 1.1 million plus 3 more training classes. The divisional record, set by Larry Manley is 1.25 million. And the Game Changers, with your goals and your projections, we can break the divisional record. This is the time where districts beat divisions. This is exciting. So if you've never been excited to sell Cutco for you, well, now's your chance to be excited to sell Cutco for us, for as a team. Let's do this. Let's do this together. And just remember, the push is not about the big number. The push is about the moment. The push is about the little disciplines, the small actions daily. When you don't feel like picking up the phone, you'd rather pick up the remote control. You'd rather pick up, social media than pick up Q, right? The small, simple disciplines. It's when you have a problem in your life and you say, you know what? Can I do something about this? Yes. Then let me pick up the phone and start dialing. No, I can't do anything about the problem. Good. Let me accept it and move forward and pick up the phone and start dialing. You get focused on the outcomes, stop and start focusing on the beliefs. When you can position yourself to have this level of clarity, when I say clarity, I'm talking about focusing on the activity that produces the results. Focusing on the activity that produces the results. This is what happens. You start unlocking the secret to motivation. We talked about this with the Alliance. unlocking the secrets to motivation. You get inspired and you get some level of excitement. If you do nothing, you get nothing. But if you take some sort of action, you get some sort of result. The result is either going to be good or it's going to be bad. If the result is good, you get more excitement. If the result is bad, you need to get coaching, positive pressure, or circle of influence, or high-level coaching. And then we inspire you to get more energy and more excitement. And when you understand that inspiration is a byproduct of the activity that produces the motivation, you stop sitting on the couch waiting for shit to happen. People say, Mike, I'm overwhelmed. No, you're not. You're fearful. There's no such thing as overwhelm. You're not a marshmallow. Like you're not gonna fall apart. You know, you're not fragile. So don't convince yourself you're fragile. Overwhelm is not real. It's a make-believe fear that overachievers say, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed. No, you're not. You're growing. I would write that shit down. You're growing. You're learning. That's not overwhelm. The best things in life come on the other end of that. Life begins on the other end of your comfort zone. Right? That's what the push is about. That's what selling Cutco is about. We want to reach and stretch outside of that comfort zone. Why? Why, you might ask? Why? Is because we want to get you ready for life outside the classroom. We want to be the place for young people to get ready for their careers, to open up their businesses, become ready for life outside the classroom. You're the next leaders of our societies. You're the next individuals that are going to run businesses. My kids are going to work for you. So we need you to work hard. We want you to do big things. We want you to be push champions. And we want you to be raised in a healthy way for your Cutco through college opportunity. I want to recognize and acknowledge before I pass things on over to your branches and your captains of the purple and the gold team for a moment to give some recognition. But I want to recognize these individuals. I want to recognize these individuals. The individuals on the Fantastic Five, or Team Relentless, or Homies Plus 8, or the Cutco Killers, the Cutco Queens and Kings, the Blade Slingers, the Fire-Breathing Rubber Duckies, the Tail Waggers, and No Limit 9. The individuals who committed to be extraordinary, that committed to the alliance, that said, you know what? I'm going to put a full plan together. I'm going to run that plan by my parents. I'm going to commit to this plan, and I'm going to become better on the other end of this push. Push me, coach me, surround me around great people so I can have income, I can have fun, I can grow, and I can advance with this awesome company. I'm proud of all of you. I'm excited for you, and I can't wait to see what we're able to build together. So your branch managers had a few announcements that they wanted to make. They want to recognize some big checks, some newsletters, some promotions. So I want to toss things on over to them for them to share some what's hot, what's happening in their organization. So let's go ahead and pass things off. So which branch manager is ready to go first, or which manager, whether it be St. Pete, Ocala, Spring Hill, purple, or gold? Who's ready?
Purple can go.
Purple's ready. All right, let's spotlight you, Jess. You are ready to roll.
Alrighty. Ooh.
So purple power.
I always play this video. It's like a 2-minute
So as I
video.
was
It's
saying,
like 2 seconds.
The amount of money I'm going to be making would hurt your parents' feelings. You remember the class where I taught y'all how to make it rain? That's what I'm going to be doing every single night. Dollar bills, y'all.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Alrighty. So on the purple team, I got Jameson, Taylor, Nick, can someone turn that off? Liz, Neil, Ryan, and Logan making some fat stacks. And then promos coming in hot. Jameson hit his 20K promo. Nick Hernandez, 10K promo. Neil, 6K promo. Ryan, 3K promo. Celestial, 3K promo. Ryan, 1K. Jarrell, 1K. Jay, 1K. Mason, 1K promo. Straight out of training. And then I had my top 5. Jameson took it again this week with Ryan, Nick Hernandez, Neil, and Taylor stepping up. And then we had a couple people hit big, not just the newsletter, but the second, third, and fourth and fifth levels of the newsletter. I have Jameson, 5K Club, 3K Club, Ryan, 2K Club, Nick, Neil, Taylor, Liz, Logan, Celestial, and the 1K Club. All these individuals listed off. Too many for me to list off. Really good job, Purple, getting everyone on the newsletter. Our goal was to get 15 on the newsletter. We ended up with 18 on the newsletter. Way to go. Missed our goal by just a little bit, but this is comeback week. That is all.
Okay. Nice job, Purple. Excellent, excellent work, Purple team. $1,700 paycheck for Mason, or for Jameson. Pretty hot stuff there. Who's going right now?
Ocala.
All right, let's do it.
So just some big paychecks. We got some fat stacks over here with Krista. Almost a $3,000 paycheck, $2,600. Guys, Krista did almost 40 appointments last week and averaged $70 a demo. It's crazy. Then you got Matt making almost a $1,000 paycheck, $195 a demo, crazy. And then Anderson with almost a $400 paycheck, averaging about $125 a demo. And then we got Krista hitting the national report, number 3 in our nation, doing a 9,700 in sales for the week. And then a couple other people who hit the newsletter, Matt Raish, 9,600. And then shout out to Anderson, right over $2,000. Nice job, guys. And we have a couple people who are building wealth on our team. So I just want to give a shout out to Krista for hitting her 10K promo. Anderson, nice job hitting your 3K promo. And shout out to Rachel for hitting your first promotion, girl. That's awesome. Keep up the good work. And then lastly, guys, on the hunt, I had fun making this slide. Hold on one second.
Nice work. Very cool.
On the hunt, Aroma approaching that 1K promo, only 574 away. Rachel, 1,500 away. Anderson, 1,500. And then we can see, Lucas, Matt, and Krista, you guys are approaching that 20K promo where we have bonus land. So keep it up, guys. And we're going to pass things over to Miss Holstrom because she's right next to me.
Hey guys, so I don't have too much to talk about this evening, but I just wanted to, talk about a couple things. So first thing I wanted to say is congratulations to Miss Teresa Moore. She is officially part of the assistant manager intern team for, Spring Hill. So for Spring Hill kids, please direct your phone calls to her if I can't pick up the phone. She's done absolutely an amazing job. I wish I could play some of her old voice memos right now. One in particular actually stands out to me. She said, "It's just not for me, but I keep telling myself that I need to feel uncomfortable for things to change, and it's all about mindset." So she actually sent me that message 2 days after training. And Teresa, you just continued to embrace the temporary discomfort of being a newbie, and you grew. And you're a whole new Teresa compared to the time that I met you, and you're gonna be a whole new Teresa in a couple weeks after the push. So continue to embrace that discomfort, show up hungry for growth, and be enthusiastic with everything you set your mind to. And I'm excited to see where your path leads. So I appreciate you. Keep up the great work, and you're just doing the job. And real quick, I just wanted to also, let my people know, they're in the hunt as well. I don't have any fancy dinosaurs, but I did want to say, Maya, she's 1 knife away from hitting her next promo. Alexis, you're 2 knives away. Jordan, you're 1 average order away. Ryan, 2 freaking orders. Issa, 2 orders. Teresa, 4 average orders. You all can hit these within the next week on the next couple of demos. So Tiana, 4 average orders. Madison, 5 average orders. Come on, guys. You guys are so close. And you're all in the hunt. So I believe in you. So keep up the great work.
Congratulations, Teresa. Great job. Very exciting. Very exciting updates from Ocala, Spring Hill from the Purple team. Who wants to go next?
Gold team's got it.
All right, gold team's up.
Gold team, be golden. Y'all already know the hashtags. Some, first off, I don't see any camo. Like, there's barely anyone wearing camo tonight. I don't know what happened. Actually, just playing. I'm like scrolling through the videos. Some of you guys have it. We should have done like a raffle or something for it. Maybe now. But anyways, so we got some big paychecks for the past week. We got Tristan, $650. Super, super close to a 10K fast start, but he's going to hit that this week. 8 demos, $81 a demo. We got Miss Tiffany, while she was sick, still made a $241 paycheck. Miss Danny Pena, 3 days on the job, $175. Alani's Perks of Dirty 30, getting on the newsletter, making $381. Then we had Mr. Eric Garcia, almost a comma paycheck, getting on the newsletter, 3 weeks consistently now, and with office pay, and if you guys are excited about $15 base pay, like, think bigger, guys. Come on now. Eric, $225 a demo. Alani, $63 a demo. Danny, beat the base pay, $29 a demo. Tiffany, $30. And Tristan, $81 a demo. That's pretty sick. So we had some promotions get hit. Tristan and Tiffany hitting their 6K promotion this week. We had Cassie. Angelina hit her 3K promotion. Cassie, Nikki, and Danny all hit their first promotion, and Cassie and Danny their first weekend. So let's go. And then we had Alani's hit Dirty 30. So Eric, if you could take a photo of this slide, and I just realized I'm not in present. What the heck? So Eric, if you wanted to take a picture of this slide and post it in the group chat, that would be awesome. But many of you guys are like one order away. Some of you, Kyra, $74. Take your name off of this slide and put it on the promotion slide for next week. Like, that should be everyone's goal. Who's gonna be the next one to hit Dirty 30? Will it be Chris? Will it be Tiffany? Will it be Tristan? I think it'd be fun to have a little race to see who gets to Dirty 30 first. We'll talk about that in our gold team chat. And shout out to everyone who got on the newsletter for the week. Eric, 3 weeks consistent now. Cassie and Danny, their first weekend. Tristan, 2 weeks consistently. And Alani's 2 weeks consistently. And what does it take to get on the newsletter? Guys, getting on the newsletter is doing the job. That's $1,000 in sales. That could be anywhere from 1 to 4 orders a week, that's about 5 to 8 demos. Very simple. Make sure you get on the newsletter and stay on Mr. Andrew Evans's radar. And being on the newsletter, that's how we know you're making money. So passing it on to St. Pete.
Nice work, Gold. Excellent, excellent work. Lots of really cool things happening over there on that part of the Tampa organization. Great work, Amanda. And let's finish things off with St. Pete before I wrap up my comments, and then we'll go to our breakout rooms.
Awesome. Let's do it. Thanks, Mike. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. It looks like Purple Team took our video. No big deal. We're still playing it. We play it every week. But we had some big paychecks coming up in St. Pete. Here we go.
So as I was saying,
I got to play it again.
The amount of money I'm going to be making would hurt your parents' feelings. You remember the class where I taught you all how to make it rain? That's what I'm going to be doing every single night. Dollar bills, y'all.
Sweet. So we got to take it up real quick. Before we go to individual checks, I just want to recognize the entire team. Whether you put in 1 order or 10, right? We were the #1 branch office in the entire company entire Eastern region last week. And I know it says my name, but it should really say every single one of yours. So, but 1 week doesn't really define any success. If we could do it again and again and again, that'll be the real test. But keep it up, everyone. Let's see if we can do it again. And of course, taking it up so we had some big checks last week. Elena made $1,200 last week, almost a $5,000 week, 10 orders put in. Brendan, $634 in his first weekend on the job. Caroline, $330 on her first weekend. Riley making 30%, almost a $700 paycheck. Ben already committing to the Alliance, as well as Brendan just started in his first weekend. $207 paycheck. Keep it up, man. Bryce also hitting his 3K promo, $312 last week. Brian, $222 last week. And then, of course, Elizabeth, $171 paycheck last week, working part-time. That does not suck. Keep it up, everyone. And then, of course, their first weekend checks. I know I just went over them, but in 2 to 3 days, Brendan made $634. He's gunning for a 10-15K fast start, as well as Ben, along with Caroline as well. Keep it up, everyone. Elena hit her 10K promo last week, so snaps around for Elena. Brendan hit his 3K promo. Casey hit her 3K promo, making 20%, doubled her starting pay. Dominique with her 3K promo, and then Bryce 3K promo, as well as Ben and Caroline hitting their 1K promo. 3K, we'll be hitting those tomorrow. And lastly, we got to do some mini team recognition here. So first off, last week, we started off with the Cutthroat Sellers. The Cutthroat Sellers selling 2.5K last week. It was all right. I would like to see some recovery this week. But then, of course, we bring it up. We're bringing it up to the Chrome Closer.
If you're ready for Juice WRLD, say hell yeah!
$3,600 last week, led by Captain Anthony Ramirez. Let's go. Bring it up to a 5 to 7 and maybe even a 10K week in the Chrome Closers. Let's do it. And then, of course, we bring it up to the Radical Razor Blades. Barely beating the Chrome Closers, $3.8 thousand. Let's go. And then, of course, last but not least, the Red Hot Chili Sellers, bringing it all the way up. Elena putting the team on her back, 9.1K week. I'm curious to see who's going to break 10 first. I'm also curious to see who's going to win next week. But that's all I got, Mike. Back to you.
Red Hot Chili Sellers.
Yep.
I love it. What a great name. That's awesome. Oh, that's great. So way to go, St. Pete team. Really heck of a job. Number one in the region. And I'll tell you, that's a great competition. Top in the nation. Really, really exciting stuff. And one of the things, if am I spotlighted right now? If whoever's host, if you could spotlight me, that'd be great. So excellent. So I just wanted to wrap up my opening comments before we go to our breakout rooms with just a few reminders. You know, what you're witnessing, what you just witnessed from Mason, 20-year-old Mason Linker, and 21-year-old Amanda Swanson, and what you witnessed from 18-year-old Jessica Shannon, and 19-year-old Audrey Cruz, and 20-year-old Lindsay Holstrom. What you just witnessed from these college kids, they're leading and running their own teams. They're in charge. They're running their own teams. They're running their own businesses. That's so sick. That is so sick. That's awesome. And some of them can't even keep their bedroom clean, but they're running their own business and leading people and making money. So if you're not excited about the Leadership Academy, you should be. You should be, because Cutco is not a Cutco through summer. It's not a Cutco until it gets tough. It's not a Cutco while I'm seeing people I'm comfortable with. It's Cutco through college because of the Leadership Academy. The Leadership Academy, where you learn time management and money management, energy management, management of other people, management of yourself. We want you to master the art of what it means to work full-time here. Some of you will be able to do this around school. You understand that I was talking to Michaela Langford, she was working 35 hours a week at a job around college and a sorority. You do that shit here around school and your sorority, you're making $1,000 a week at 40% commission. That's crazy. You could totally do it. And if you just work part-time, you're still making $300-400 a week. That's crazy. It's crazy to not try to get into the Leadership Academy, not learn how to balance your schedule. It'd be silly to not understand how to make and save money. It's kind of cool to see some of the, Liz and Michaela said, yeah, I'll just do a little bit. And it starts climbing. Eric Garcia almost had $1,000. Nick Franklin over $1,000 now. Check it out, climbing up. Cassidy over $4,400 now. I remember when it was $40. Check out Jess Shannon, almost $9,000. Amanda Swanson approaching her first $20,000 in withholdings. That is awesome. These individuals are setting themselves up to graduate from college with options, which is what we want. We want to create options for you. We want you to go in for interview companies to figure out which ones you want to work for. And the Leadership Academy opens those doors. How do you get there? Mr. Andrew Evans. Mr. Andrew Evans, he's the key holder. He's the guy that makes the decisions. Anytime that you have something positive happen, you got to let him know. You got to send him the hot updates. He's the one that's going to allow you to position yourself to learn non-summer, earn during the summer, learn non-summer, earn during the summer, and earn those senior opportunities. Get a part of the starting lineup. He makes those decisions. So if you don't know what to send to him, well, anything that separates yourself, anything that's withholdings, anything about PRs, how you're getting more, becoming a team builder, getting promoted to AMI, hitting your dirty 30 birthday, hey, made your first comma paycheck. Get on this guy's radar. And I'll tell you one thing that is for sure, you've got to make sure you show up to the events. If there's a sales leadership development meeting, if there's a conference, if there's a 6 p.m. meeting, you got to get there. And I just want to give recognition and shout out to all of you that are signed up for the next big event, which is the Super Bowl of events, the SC2 conference. We already have, this was just what I had from Tampa. I couldn't fit everyone else on the slide, but most of you already signed up. If you have not reserved your seat yet, you could reserve your seat if you sign up today for only $16.33 a week. So for 3 weeks, it's $16.33. You just go to vectorconnect.com, click event info, sign up, and it'll be $16 a week for the next 3 weeks. Or you just do one charge of $49, your choice. But do that, reserve your spot. This event is going to be incredible. And you also get a copy of John Vroman's book, which is probably valued at $20 in itself. And he's a Vector alum who's a national best-selling author, and he's rated the #1 college campus speaker in the United States. So go ahead, take a moment, reserve your spot, and make sure you're ready to celebrate with the #1 team in the entire country, the Vector Marketing Game Changer organization. We are just changing the game. Shout out to the Tampa team hitting our first $1 million in sales for the year. Shout out to the district organization, over $1.2 million. To the St. Pete team, number 11 in the nation, and over $700,000 in new business sales, under $30K in sales. We are beating divisions. You are beating divisions. So I'm excited to get some time with the Alliance tonight. And Mason, Jessica, and Amanda are going to get some time with the non-Alliance. We want to make sure that all of you are taken care of. All of you have a goal. All of you have a plan going into this SC2 push. In order for us to do the unthinkable, in order for us to, as a district team, to beat a division, in order for us to have a chance of doing something remarkable, every one of you have to have a goal. So we're going to go to this breakout. We're going to talk a little bit. We're Alliance. I'm excited to piggyback off of our Tuesday session. Have your notes out from Tuesday, from yesterday's planning session. We're going to do a debrief. Non-Alliance, you're going to get some quality time with some awesome game changers before we wrap up. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and open up these break rooms, and that way we can transition into our mini groups for Alliance and non-Alliance. Go ahead and post your light bulbs to your WhatsApp chat with everything you heard from this opening session. Go ahead and do that while we're transitioning. And you could open up the break rooms now. They're not done. The break rooms aren't done yet. All right. I'm not host, so I can't.
2 minutes.
We need 2 minutes. So let's get some light bulbs. Let's get some light bulbs. So who has something they heard from our opening comments, whether it be from the recognition or from me or from the video you just saw? Who, go ahead, raise your blue hand or just unmute yourself.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Alexis.
Okay. So I actually remembered the 40% thing that you were talking about in the beginning, where your mind sends off signals at 40%. And I used that today, actually, when I was doing my workout and I started getting really tired and I was like, 40%, this is only 40% of what I'm giving right now. Like, I still have another 60%. And if a guy can run for 48 hours straight, I can do these couple more squats. Like, it's not going to kill me. So that, and it kind of just carried into today's phone jam. Like, I just kept saying one more, I can do one more, I can do one more. So that really clicked with me from opening comments.
Very cool. Yeah. The great question is, do I have the physical capability of dialing another digit? Do I have the physical capability of making a phone call right now? Like, that's such a great reminder. Great. I appreciate that, Alexis. Well, it seems like we have another minute or so. Who else wants to share? What clicked for you during the opening comments today?
Can I say something?
Please. Anybody could unmute themselves. We're a team here. Go ahead.
So, so when they were talking about the Ocala office, Krista Bray just started working with us, and honestly, how you guys talk about positive pressure, she just came in and just blew it up. She's been absolutely astounding. So seeing her like work hard and do that, like pushed me. I'm like, oh, it's kind of like a mini competition for me. So it made me push myself a little more than I had before, because I'm like, there's someone so close to me that is doing so well. I feel like I can do just as well.
Yeah, that's great. What a great reminder. What a great perspective. And it's cool to see someone in your peer group do it. You know, it's one thing when you see the reports, but when you see someone in your peer group making it happen, that's always special. Excellent. Thanks for sharing. Who else? Give me maybe one or two more.
Can I go?
Please.
Okay, so basically, when you were talking about how you make it overwhelming yourself and how it's like a mental thing, that was so right. You on so many levels. Like at first, I was like, I can't do it. It's gonna be too hard, but I'm gonna give it. Like I'm gonna try, but like the bare minimum. And now, like I've done so much today. I'm like, yes, girl, get it. So
Yeah,
I really am proud of myself.
Buying, you made your first sale. You got your first 20 appointment phone jam under your belt.
20 appointments tonight, y'all.
20 appointments booked up in one sit.
I was just like, give me all the numbers you got. And I was like, dun, dun, dun. It was so, whoa.
That's cool. Very cool. You should feel really proud of yourself. I know we are. And it's really cool to see you step into it. And you're going to have a lot of people buying Cutco from you. Very cool, B. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And enjoy your new laptop, I'm sure, right?
Oh, yeah. And it's coming in on Monday. So Magic Monday, we're going to,
it's going to be big.
It's going to be so good.
Good. Who else? Anyone? Give me one more, and then we'll pivot.
Mike, I got you. If that's good, if I can jump in.
Please.
Yeah. So I thought the video that you showed us with like the seal or whatever, and that guy who was like the billionaire, I thought it was a really good a good video, just because it's so true. When you're comfortable, you're not gonna really be pushing yourself to grow. Like it's like working out. If you're comfortable while you're working out, you're not really pushing yourself to what you can actually do. You can do more. So like putting in the effort, putting in as much work as you can, getting out of your comfort zone, that's going to cause you to grow, because you grow and learn because you're doing stuff that you're not used to doing. And so once you're able to get into that mindset and learn how to step out of your comfort zone to push yourself, that's when you're really going to start seeing the results from your work.
I appreciate it, man, especially coming from you, Logan. That's a lot. You got full-time classes going on right now. You have your personal health and fitness. You got a relationship, plus you're selling Cutco, and you join the Alliance. You're really showing other people. It's like, listen, I have a capacity, and I'm ready to expand it even more. So, really exciting stuff. So, thanks for sharing. So, game changers. It's always a pleasure getting you all together once a week. But we're going to go ahead and split. I'm going to take my Alliance, and we're going to get some time. And then the non-Alliance, you're like the junior varsity team. We still need you. We're going to still need you to win the championship. So get some time with Mason and Amanda and Jess, and let's craft some goals for you and Alliance. I'm looking forward to seeing you. So let's go ahead and go to these breakout rooms, please. And if you could also, Audrey, if you could click stop recording before you do this, so that way it doesn't record an empty room. Or you